Well, good morning, sorry, friend. This is Mitty Man coming at you again, Walking Music with yet another morning motivation. I want to say we give God all the praise and glory and honor. We thank Him for as well as it is. And we also thank Him for each and every one of you, the cyber friends. Now you know who you are. Um, just want to say it's been a couple of days or more since I've did a video. Um, I've got, I would say, I got a little sidestep there for a few moments, but and I also had some computer work I had to do. I was on call, so I had to go down and get some things straightened out. Some computer issues here in town, and so that's one of the reasons, not the only, but that's one of the reasons why I've not done a video in these a couple of days. But nevertheless, we're back in now. As you see, what my title is in my video. Put God first. Put God first. Now, this is a secret now to happiness. Put God first, and then your joy will be full. In other words, Jesus came to give us life and give it to us more abundantly. That's what the word says. Now, what I want to say is, in Matthew 6:33, which is that famous verse that a lot of students of the Bible should know. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and then all of these other things will be added to you without asking. Okay, now we for a few minutes. I'm not going to go long. I got to get a little great grandbaby this morning, so I'm not going to go long. I'm happy about that, but I'm not going to go long. I'm going to finish the video up. Seek God first. Okay. In other words, seek God, seek ye the kingdom of God. Put God first. Seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness. See, we got to separate and break this thing down. And then all these other things will be added. So you see, we got a conjunction there. We got a if then statement right there. If those of you that knows anything about computer programming, you know a if then statement is that when you tell the computer to write in code, you give it an if then statement, say if this thing meets this condition, then you do this. That's an if then statement. In other words, once this side of the equation become true, computer you need to do this. That's an if then statement. Well, we got an if then statement right here in 6:33. Matthew 6:33 tells us, seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Seek first. Let me see. We got to get this thing right, because a lot of times people don't teach right and don't break it down. Seek the kingdom of God. No, it didn't say that. It didn't say that. Seek the God's kingdom. No, it didn't say that. It said, seek first. Not when you done seeked everything else. Not when you have consulted Mitty Man and then two other men and this man and that woman. No. It didn't say that. It said, seek the kingdom first. Seek first. That's the key. That's the key. See, we got to understand the instruction. You see, if the computer don't understand the instruction that's written, it's going to send back an error. It can't do it because the conditions have not been met. So this is what we need to do as Christians, as born-again believers. We got to first seek. Seek first, not after you done everything else. See, a lot of people want to give God change. God don't want your change. God don't want your change. He said, bring the first fruit. God don't want your half watermelon after you done cut it and done ate out of it and did it, and then you want to give him a little slice after what's left. No. God want the first cut. When you cut the watermelon, you should give God the first piece. That's just an analogy there, but it nevertheless is true. So we seek first the kingdom of God and Not only do we seek that first, we got to seek the kingdom of God first and his righteousness. That's see righteousness. We want to do it our way. No, Buster Brown, it don't go that way. You can't do it your way. You got to seek first the kingdom of God and what his righteousness. Not what Minnie Man said, or Brother T.D. Jake said, or Brother Benny Hinn said, or Joseph Prince, or Joel Osteen said. No, you do what God's righteousness. You see, my righteousness ain't worth a hill of beans. Neither is yours. But you seek first God's righteousness, kingdom of God's right, and his right. Then all these other things, we're going to get to that. These other things that we so desire will be added without the asking. Remember, Jesus said you don't even have to ask for them. People, I'm a witness. It just happened to me. And I'm not going to go into the detail because I don't want people to think that I'm bragging or anything, because I'm not. Because God knows I'm nowhere near where I need to be with the Lord. Nowhere near where I want to be with the Lord. No, so I'm not saying this to brag. But I can attest, I can be a witness that God will grant things that you don't even ask for. Let me tell you why. Just this week, I'm going to give you an example, but I'm not going to give it in detail because I want folks to feel like I'm bragging. But I am bragging on the Lord, on God, knowing that he's right on time. Because I told people in Sunday school this past Sunday in my home church, God is never late and never early because he's not in time. He's eternity. He's in eternity. He knows everything. He knows when it's going to happen. He don't have to be in no rush. God knows when to show up. But at any rate, just this week, and then I'm going to end this video, but I got some more things that I want to try to share with y'all. Just this week, I got a text that from one of my friends, I would call a friend, some computer stuff that I do for him and everything, have done for him in the past, quite a bit. But at any rate, we got a text this week earlier and about some things that which I had told him that I needed to do, that I had, was holding some stuff in for his for him. It was his. So I got the text. Matter of fact, they've been going through a few things and everything. It was out of town and everything. So we were praying for a speedy recovery on that. And so at any rate, knowing some other things that I had on my plate, because I was so glad to my former music composition instructor, he came to my aid as well, because I had an urge, y'all, to do some orchestral piece. Those of you that know what music and orchestral epic music, and if you ever went to see Star Wars, you hear all the big sounding strings and horns and boom, boom, timpanis and everything. That's orchestral music. And I've been having this urge in the last 3-4 about months really, but it got real intense in these last few weeks, and so I decided I would try to go back and brush the dust off of my compositional mind, because it's been 30-some years since I've been with Dr. Pelthel, and his instruction, because like I see with my instructor, taught me many things other than composition, conducting and arranging and scoring and all that kind of stuff. He taught me all that. So I emailed him, and he set me up real good. And finale gave me a orchestral template, fully made. I didn't have to do a thing. All I got to do is write. So I'm just showing you how God, see, in other words, how God already have people that's set aside to help you get to your next step. So at any rate, as I was saying about the text I got, and so all of a sudden, I knew there was some other thing that I needed to try to do. And it was going to cause me to have to shuffle a few things, but nevertheless, as soon as I said I was going to put God first, I didn't even think about, I didn't even think about, you know, not being able to meet certain responsibilities. I didn't even think about that because I kind of figured it out that I knew what I had planned to do. Now I knew what I had planned to do, and it was going to work out just fine as far as I was concerned. God knew that too. But let me show you what he did. God fixed it, swear all of a sudden, bam, right out the blue. I had all this stuff to do. I had to put the music aside. Matter of fact, I couldn't work on the orchestral piece. Neither could I do some other things that I had wanted to do. I got to play a keyboard part on a collab site that I'm with. And none of that. I had to put that all aside because PC Tech work came up that I had to do, and I had to really concentrate and get into that, what it was, in order to rectify it. But you see, with that came the finance. I didn't even think about that, people. See, I was just thinking about doing the PC Tech work, and I didn't even worry about the other obligations I had. Because why? It's because we seek God first. Seek him first. Now look, that don't give man no more access to God than you and nobody else. No. God doesn't do that. Because it's all about what Jesus said. You see, we receive Jesus, so we do what he say. He said, you are truly my disciple if you do what I say. So guess what? I decided that I was going to just do what he say. He said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his right. So I did that. I did that in this situation. Now, I may have missed it in a lot of other situations. Now, I've sat here and I will tell you. In a lot of other situations, I did not seek God first. And guess what? I had difficulty with this situation. But I have never had a difficulty where I sought God first. I have never had a difficulty on the after fact of that. When I seek him first, everything works out. And I just figured somebody need to know that. And you know what? As I sit here now and think about it, it's amazing. I mean, you know what? It don't have to be all that extravagant, people. We want to think everything got to be way out on the extravagant. But if you look at the little things that God does for us on a day-by-day basis, and we just take the time to sit early in the morning, seek God first, early. That's what God says, seek me early in the morning. Seek him first. Whatever your early is, seek God. Don't seek everything else, and don't put on Judge Judy before you check with the creator of the universe. So that's what I'm saying. Seek God first, and then all these other things will be at. And I'm just going to show y'all that, just to let you know that I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Here is this is a sample score. This is a score that my music professor sent me. And it's an orchestral piece written by him called Henry's Hoedown, written by Dr. Stan Pelter. As you can see there, I'm gonna put it close. You see that, Dr. Stan Pelter. That's my former music instructor, my composition instructor. Just tell it like this. He's my former professor. He was my friend. Not only mine, it was all of us musicians, all of us students of music. But during that time, in the 1980s, we loved Dr. Stan Pelter. Every one of us loved. I did never see not one student in the whole music department that wasn't crazy about Dr. Pelter. And so I had the honor and privilege to know him. Y'all can look him up on the internet. I mean, he's all Dr. Pelter. You type in his name in Google, you're going to find, Dr. Pelter has written thousands of songs, arrangements and stuff. I mean, you type it in and you can check him out. I would be honored that you do that too, because like I said, he is my former professor and forever friend. I mean, a forever friend. I would never forget Dr. Pelter. So I'm just letting y'all know, don't exclude people away from you that wants to help you. In other words, I give honor, I give all the glory to God, but I sure want to give Dr. Pelter some honor for helping me with this here project I'm about to undertake. I will start on it today. I've gotten all my stuff together and got it ready. And y'all gonna get an orchestral piece from Many Man real soon. Now look here now, y'all. Don't judge me now. Don't try to compare me to John Williams and Hans Zimmer. But I'm neither one of those. I don't even classify myself in their class as far as this orchestral music. But I'm not afraid of them either now. I know what I can write something on the paper and make it sound pretty decent. I believe I can do that. And we're gonna just see, because see, first of all, y'all won't hear it before Dr. Pepper anyway, because I'm gonna send it to my instructor first. So you will never hear it until he hear it. And if there's anything in there that I need to straighten out, believe you me, he's gonna let me know. And when y'all hear it, you will hear a real good, decent orchestra piece by the Minuteman. So with that being said, we're gonna end the video right here. We're gonna say whatever you get into. If God is not in it, it's best that you come out of it. Because it's gonna come to nothing, people. Y'all know that. And so that is Minuteman Morning Motivation for this Friday. It's January 27th, 2017. God bless you. God bless me. God bless the whole world. And God bless the good old US of A. Peace and goodbye.